Good morning. A little extra around the nose. I'm out of my Anastasia Beverly Hills. Oh, fancy. Now let's get dressed. Hello and welcome to today's video. We are going to be locking in now that it is January. Come with me to get our together. As you can see, I'm trying something different. I didn't honestly think I would ever make a video like this, but here we are, we're making it. So I am going to get dressed. I don't know what I'm gonna wear yet. And we're actually just gonna go into the gym that's like in my apartment complex, so like not really a gym. And I think we're gonna get some steps in. I'm recovering from the flu. Don't worry, it's been like a week. Gotta take it easy, so at the very least we're showing up. So let's get dressed and then I will see you there. 1, 2, 3. Done. We're gonna stretch on our own mat. While we stretch, I just wanna talk about, oh my God. My hamstrings are so tight. What I was saying, I want to talk about my New Year's resolutions. We are also going to be talking about ins and outs for this year because I know that ins and outs are really popular because people say that they don't stick to their New Year's resolutions, which is true. But this year I'm actually feeling motivated is what I'm going to say. I think one thing that proves that for myself is actually making content and putting it out into the world. That's something that I've been wanting to do for years and I haven't actually done it until the past like couple months. I guess to start off with then, one of my New Year's resolutions is to be consistent with my content. So ideally I would like to post every week, but I know that that's not gonna be realistic for myself right away. At the moment, I'm hoping to just do twice a month, bi-weekly. And that should be hopefully realistic. I think it is. I just have to actually set out and do it. I'm going to start planning my content, which I've never really done before. If you don't know, I did try to do Vlogmas and it failed terribly. I only have 3 videos out. I told myself that I would give myself grace regardless of how many videos I actually put out. I'm just happy that I even tried. And it was a lot harder than I expected, but that's because I was 2 videos behind at all times. I was trying to be 2 videos ahead, and then Thanksgiving came around, and then everything kind of went to shit after that. Content is going to be the biggest push for this year, and I'm really hoping to see some growth in my content. If you notice, my videos are kind of not very consistent in terms of style because I'm kind of trying to figure out what I like. I'm gonna try to amp it up a little bit and use a little bit more upbeat music. I'm feeling it. Maybe I should adjust this angle a little bit. Oh, that's a better angle. This also counts for TikTok, by the way. If you don't know, I post singing videos on TikTok and I haven't in probably a couple months now. The holidays and everything has been really stressful. I just haven't been able to figure out a rhythm for that yet, and it's kind of my last priority. Another resolution of mine, this is a little more personal to me. I am half Filipino, my dad's from the Philippines, so I want to get more in touch with my Filipino roots. This is something where it's like my whole life I kind of felt very disconnected because my other side I'm just white. I've always wanted to learn more about Filipino culture. Growing up I ate, the iconic dishes, right? Like I've had chicken adobo and pancit and lumpia. I joined a Filipino singing group in college, and that was just my last semester of college, and it was like amazing. It was really healing for me because I felt like I finally was able to be a part of this culture that I've felt very estranged from. But now this year I want to learn a little bit more about the history, learn some more Tagalog, just kind of myself more into the culture that is the Philippines. Another goal that I have this year is to really lock in on my health and fitness. I know this is something everyone says. For the past like couple years, I've been kind of on and off with gym progress. Like I've been making a ton of progress for like maybe 3 to 5 months, and then I kind of fall off the rest of the year, and that's happened past 2 years. Here's some photos to show you my gym progress. But this past summer at my summer job in Williamstown, I lost a lot of weight, but it was because I wasn't eating, and then I gained, I would say I gained like 70% of it back. So now I'm trying to lose the weight again, but lose it the right way. And I know that I can do it because I've seen myself actually lose the weight before and go to the gym really consistently. But I feel like this time is the time I'm actually gonna do it. And I think it's because I'm making content for it, you know what I'm saying? And with that, also it means locking in on my nutrition, which is the hardest part. I've been someone who really struggles with my relationship with food for the longest time. I will make a little series on us kind of locking in together, and this, I guess, can be episode 1. And we're live. So while we're on the treadmill, let's talk about our outs for this year. One thing that I have that is an out for me is oversharing. I overshare way too much. I thought for the longest time this is what made people like me, which I guess it could be true. Just like being really comfortable talking to people about stuff. But I don't like it because then people kind of get too much into my business. And then when I want privacy on something, like if I'm going through something rough in a relationship, or if I have like a personal health issue or something, like I feel like people constantly ask me about it. People are always asking me about my personal life now because they think that they can. You know, I've opened that door, but now I'm closing it. Okay, this one is very much just because I recently got sick, but I got sick with like the worst flu I've ever had. I'm saying what's out for this year is being sick, but specifically not taking the precautions to avoid sickness. Every year, when the flu comes around or something, I'm like, whatever, it's just the flu. And I don't usually get it, but this year I did. It was terrible, and I was reminded how much I hate being sick. We're gonna take extra precautions. The next thing I have, leaving dishes for later. I mean, this can go for a lot of things. Leaving dishes for later is kind of one of those things where it allows you to get really lazy and slack on, you know, doing stuff that doesn't need to be waited on. We do not need to wait until our dishes pile up in order to do that, because you're just gonna create a mess in your apartment or your house or whatever. I've been doing that for so long. So if you're doing it too, stop, just stop. By the way, this is all based on my own habits. So if you relate to it, we can figure it out together. This is drinking your calories. I know it's very trendy right now to drink a cute little latte every day or matcha. Having a coffee every day is normalized, and I thought, you know, it was fine for me to drink a latte every day because everyone else was doing it, but I don't like sugar-free syrups. I don't like black coffee, so I've been drinking the sugary like every single day. I go to work and we have coffee at work, espresso and stuff, so I'll make myself a latte and say, it's fine, it's only 200 calories, I can burn it off, but I don't. And that's how I've been gaining weight. We do like sweet drinks. I love sweet drinks. I love sweet treats, but we don't need it every single day. So let's just start getting on our lower calorie, at the very least, drinks, because we do not need to be having 200 to 300 calorie drinks every day. We got 2 more. I'm getting out of breath, to be honest. Waiting for the perfect moment or place to make something. You know, example for today. I didn't want to make this video today. I didn't think I was ready to make a video. I didn't plan anything. I just need this, you know, the moment when I feel inspired to make something. Not true. I just forced myself to pick up my camera and then record my morning routine because I was like, my morning routine's not aesthetic, it's not cute, just all these excuses. And I said, let's just try it. And the moment I started recording, I was having fun. But this in general, like I live in Wisconsin. I've always been like, well, the place I live is kind of ugly. I mean, at least right now, because it's winter. Like nothing's aesthetic. I'm broke. Plethora of complaints about living here. But I showed up for myself and I just decided to make a video anyway today. It's not really about making aesthetic content right now. It's about just making content, period. But this goes beyond just making content. It's also about just making some sort of art. Like I like to make music too, and I'm waiting for the perfect moment to, you know, start producing a song. But not anymore. Not anymore. We're just gonna do it. Last one, and then I'm gonna get off so I can finish this treadmill exercise. What's out is pitying yourself. I pity myself all the time. I tell myself it's really sad that, you know, I'm not as successful or not as wealthy as other people. I wasn't born into this privileged lifestyle. Or, you know, I have content, but my content doesn't look as good. No one cares. Pitying yourself is not gonna lead you to anything good. It's honestly just gonna make you wallow in your sorrows and gonna keep you from doing productive things. I'm done doing that. I've been doing that, and I'm over it. We are now on to, we're now onto the stairs. I think I'm only gonna do 10 minutes of this, so that's probably enough time for us to talk about our ins for this year. And then after this, we're gonna do a little bit of stretching to wind down, and that will be the end of this video. For our first in of this year, it's going to be watching content that inspires you. I don't wanna say social media is out and everything, because it's not, and it never will be, to be honest. My thought is if we're gonna be consumers, let's at least be consumers of stuff that is good for us. Content that inspires you, this can be fitness content, it could be film, it could be, I don't know, painting, drawing, maybe educational, something that makes you want to do stuff. Next in, kind of similar, actually very similar. It's just social media that fuels creativity and educates you. Specifically, I mean the applications that we use, because you know we have Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, but I'm talking, I recently discovered Substack. I know it's been around for a while. From my understanding, Substack is kind of a place where people write like little essays and stuff like that. It can be on like really anything. It kind of depends on your niche. It's a lot of reading, but that's what I like about it, is it forces me to slow down and actually take in what I'm looking at rather than just like quick dopamine hits with short form content. And then like Pinterest. Pinterest is something that like fuels my creativity because it's like a mood board app. I have my mood board on there for 2026. Sorry for the abrupt jump. One of my neighbors joined me on the treadmill. But anyway, I'm done with my Stairmaster, and now we are just gonna stretch it out while I finish telling you the rest of my ins for this year. Notice that this is a much better angle because I actually brought my tripod. I didn't have my tripod before, so sorry. Another thing that I'm deeming in is wearing your Apple Watch again. Hence me wearing it right now. Oh, actually I need to end my workout. Nice. Wearing your Apple Watch, keeping track of your steps. Honestly, I'm keeping it also for my heartbeat. I don't know why, for some reason I've been like really concerned about my heartbeat. Ugh. Or if you have an Oura ring, also wear that. Oh, okay. Here's one that I think I'm very passionate about now. Choosing one thing at a time. Specifically like talking about how if there's like a million things that interest you, just do one of them. Like there's going to be an infinite amount of interest that you're gonna have in your life, and you can't do all of them at once. So you have to choose. And for me, I kind of come into like this choice paralysis because I can't choose one, I just don't choose any, and that's not great. Let's start choosing one thing. So for me today, it's gonna be my YouTube video. Maybe I'll read tonight, but we're not gonna do everything today because we can't. So stop thinking that you can because you can't. Is that motivational or is that just rude? Two more things. I wanna start prioritizing my skincare and my makeup routine. I've always done drugstore makeup and I only use like a couple things for my skincare, which I think is fine. But we need to start prioritizing our skincare. It doesn't have to be like a million steps. What I'm saying is let's invest in nicer stuff. My makeup always comes off like middle of the day, and I don't love that. Or like if it's not coming off, it's just not like sitting right on my skin. So I want to prep my skin better, and then I also want to be able to just like have makeup that people think looks good. Final thing we're gonna do for this year. What's in is an abundance mindset, okay? Have you heard of this? Do you know what an abundance mindset is? It's like the idea that there's enough to go around. There's enough jobs to go around. There's enough success to go around. There's enough creativity. If someone's done something huge, doesn't mean you can't too. You can do something big. I need to remind myself of that because, guys, it's not feeling like it sometimes. It's feeling like there's enough for everyone but me. Abundance mindset, okay? That's gonna help you feel better. That is gonna be all for today's video. Thanks for joining me. I know it's a very different video, but I actually kind of love making it, so I might make another one. This is gonna be our kickstart. Let's call our series Lock In. Should we say this is the lock-in series? Sounds fine. This series we are going to be working out together. We're gonna be eating well. We're gonna read books. We're going to touch some grass and work on ourselves. Okay? So if you're ready to lock in, let's do it together. Love you guys, and I will see you in the next video.